Okay, so apparently I've unlocked this without recording, and that's kind of annoying. I was actually going to try and record myself doing the final weekly challenge to get this thing unlocked so I could show myself getting it in-game, but I guess it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's not like the challenge is very specific to this reward. Like, all the challenges in this are just weekly challenges, so I'm just going to quickly just explain to anyone how you do this, and yeah, it's actually very simple. Now, we are coming towards the end of Season 4, so I don't know how much longer this camera is going to be available for. It probably won't be here in Season 5. They might have a new weekly challenge thing going on, but I don't know. It still might be available. But essentially, how this whole reward thing works, if you guys have never gone for weekly challenges, because I personally have not gone for weekly challenges, this is the first time I've seen a camo on here and thought, you know, I need to get this. So, as you can see, the camo here is the Helical Reverb. It's an animated camo from what I've heard, and it is green and black. It looks really nice. Yes. And so how you get this is, it doesn't mean when it says earn all 8 weekly challenges that you've got to earn a challenge from 8 weeks, you know, from each of the weeks, or that you've got to complete 8 total challenges off here. No, when it says 8 weekly challenges need to be completed, it means this section here. So for each week, there is a summary of rewards, basically. So let's say for week 1, you complete 5 of the random challenges that can be in multiplayer, zombies, or battle royale down here. It will eventually, once you've done 5 of those, you've completed them in your match. You can do 5 of them in a match. You just add them to your tract and you begin doing them in your game. Once you've done 5 of them, you will unlock this reward up here. And if you do that over the 8 weeks for all of these rewards up here, you then get the Helical Reverb camo. So I have just gotten it off camera and I'm going to see if it's worth it. So yeah, obviously I know you can actually preview the reward from the menu, but here's the trouble with the preview. It doesn't always give you a completely good impression of what the camo's actually going to look like in game. Whilst it looks awesome here and it's glowing and it's awesome, it's moving. Again, this is the menu. It could look terrible on Litten maps. It could look shit on certain weapons. So we're going to check it out right now. Now, this camo does actually get lumped in there as an event camo because there's no actual section for weekly challenge camos, but it isn't actually an event camo. It's more of a seasonal camo challenge. So each season you have 8 weeks of challenges, and I think it happens over each week that you get the new weekly pack to do. So this camo has only become, you know, available in this last week pretty much because this is the 8th week out of the whole season. So yeah, it is here, as you can see, in the event section, but it isn't an event camo. Just to save anyone the confusion, it's not an event camo, it's not a mastery camo, it's a weekly challenge camo. Okay guys, so like I usually do, I've actually selected some of the weapons that I used for the whole obstacle course video. If you didn't check that video out, check that one out. I actually reviewed the Gridlocked and Synth Burst and the other camo. I reviewed all of those, you know, shifting grid. I checked them out on the Bal 27, the Reclaimer 18 shotgun, XRK Stalker Sniper, I believe, and then also one of the launchers, yeah, the RGL 80. But this time, because we only have one, I thought I'd probably put it on a pistol and the new Sledgehammer Melee, just so you guys can get enough variation as to see what this camo's like. So this is on the Bal 27. As you can see right now, it does look pretty decent, but this is in daylight, so it looks a little bit weird. It's kind of like, you know, not glowing very much. I mean, it still glows, but it doesn't look as nice as it did in the lobby because, again, that whole glow really made the black areas, you know, the empty areas of the camo, it made it look like it was more green than it actually is, because the camo is mostly just black space, and the only real thing that's glowing on this is the patterns. And if you don't really like these kind of like JPEG-y pattern things, then you're probably not going to like this camo very much. But again, this camo only seems to really be that cool because it's moving and it glows. If it wasn't, this would be complete cheeks. So yeah, it looks pretty damn nice in the daylight, but it's nothing completely special, I would say. Let's show it on now the tier pistol. This is a new feature for the video. I don't normally show 6 weapons for each of them, but here we go. So yeah, that's the tier pistol, and this is the new Sledgehammer Melee. And yeah, again, coverage is going to be great regardless of the weapon because we are in Modern Warfare 3. We don't have a problem with coverage for the camos. That was more of a problem with like Modern Warfare 2 and every game before then. Now let's go into the dark and see how this puppy looks, because I'm hoping it looks better in the dark. I don't think we've really got a very great amount of dark spots on this map, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think most of this is going to be fairly bright, so I guess the closest to dark we'll be able to get to is maybe one of the less lit rooms. Okay, we can kind of get in the corner here with it. So this is what it looks like in the dark, basically. This is not obviously complete darkness, but as you can see, it looks loads better in the dark. It's definitely a very nice camo. I would love if the black had something else going on with it, maybe some sort of secondary pattern. That would have been nice, but I guess some people would probably disagree with me and say that it's fine as it is. This, I would say, is absolutely worth it. This should have been pretty obvious from looking at the camo in the menu, but obviously, just to show you what it's like in-game in both daylight and in dark maps, it's fair to say that this is definitely a very good camo. It's one of the better ones they've added in the game. Like I say, it's the first weekly challenge camo I've ever actually gone for, and there has been a fair few of them in this game over some of the seasons that looked pretty damn good, and I never ended up doing them purely because I just forgot to, and I kind of couldn't be bothered doing weekly challenges. I know a lot of you guys probably can't be bothered doing them either. Weekly challenges are a bit of a hassle. They're kind of making you go out of your way to do stupid, dumb challenges that are very specific, like using recommended weapons with certain attachments and all that stuff, and people are more interested, you know, in trying to get the new camos on the new weapons, that kind of thing. So
on God, okay, on God.
I can understand why most people probably wouldn't want to go for weekly challenge rewards, but this is definitely loads better than a lot of the other ones we've had in the game. It's definitely competing up there with the Ghoulie camo from Modern Warfare 2, because that obviously carries into this game, and I think it's definitely up there with Synth Bust, and it's also up there with the other camo that I forgot to mention in that whole obstacle course video. I actually forgot to mention another really good camo we've had in Modern Warfare 3 was the binary mortality, I believe.
I honestly keep making this mistake. It's not mortality, it's morality, so my bad.
Yeah, so that one was really cool as well. That was red and it glowed and it was moving a lot and it was awesome. But this, green and black, two of my favorite colors, looks awesome. So yeah, guys, definitely worth going for. If you've got, like, you know, the last 2 days left before this Season 5 drops, definitely churn out those challenges, get this camo. It's so worth it. And I have to say, the challenges, guys, for weekly challenges, don't worry, they're super easy. You just add them to tracked and just do as they say, and you can probably get 5 of them in a match, or 4 or 3 of them. But yeah, that's the Helical Reverb, I believe. Yeah, the Helical Reverb camo. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like on this video. It's greatly appreciated. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think of this camo and if you've got it, and also check out all the links down below in the description. It's much appreciated. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.